Here talking with freshman Ronald Venema of the MSUB men's cross country team.
Well, in high school, I'm so used to being up there with the top guys and battling it out with the top guys. And here in college, it's more, you're more in the bottom of the mix, working your way up. You have to work your way up over the next 3 or 4 years or so, and it's just a little tougher, but it's still pretty fun. It's really competitive.
And is there anyone on the team that has helped you transition, men's or women's team?
Well, both teams are we're like a big family, so it's easy to get back into it, and they all help you grow and get used to the competition and all the differences between high school and college. So you fit in pretty good, and it just makes it a little easier.
You've had 2 races so far this season. What are your opening thoughts on the competition and the courses?
The competition is definitely pretty tough, but these last 2 meets we haven't had as many teams and as great as competition as we will later in the season. But I'm excited because the first 2 meets have gone well for not just me but for the whole team as a whole. We're looking pretty solid, so I'm excited to see what the rest of the season will look like.
So this week the team will be in Bozeman for a larger meet than you've seen before. Talk about that and kind of what your goals are for the 3rd race of the year.
For my goals, I'm mainly just want to get up and compete, do my best, try to place higher in the rankings, get our team higher in the rankings, maybe one of the top 5 to 3 teams at the meet. We definitely want a solid performance for all the guys on the team, not just individually, but as a team, be ranked up pretty high. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
And one of the fun things on the schedule this year is you have 3 home meets, which is going to be great for fans, for your family, for everyone that can come out and see you compete. Talk about that. Talk about being at home and the things that you're looking forward to.
To have 3 meets in Billings is awesome because, we have our home base is here. It's a little easier for us to get prepared and stuff since it's so close to home and stuff. It's going to be great to have my family here watching. It's going to be awesome. I know they'll enjoy it. I know most of the other teammates are pretty excited about it, to have their family and loved ones close. Just hopefully there's a lot of students and other athletes out that come and support. So I hopefully we'll have a lot of support base at our 3 meets.
Here with MSUB men's cross country coach Dave Coppock. Dave, the team has 2 weeks of competition under their belts. Last week was in Black Hills. Some good results. Why don't you talk about the team and where they're at this week?
Yeah, well, we're running lots of races, and we're trying to work on different things through them. And I think we're using these early ones as workouts more than anything. But we came off a good meet last week at Black Hills State. Our upperclassmen did really well. They broke up the top guys at Black Hills. Jory Eglund was 3rd, and I believe Garrett Love was about 5th or so. And then Mark Hovland and Josh Panasuk were right there in the top, maybe 12 or 13. So we did really well against a really tough team because they're ranked fairly high in that region in South Central, and they're one of the better teams in the RMAC. In fact, they made it to nationals last year out of their regional meet, which is a tough region with the RMAC in there. And so we were pretty happy to have the guys run as well as they did. The only thing that kind of tripped us up was Black Hills is really deep. They have a big team. They have about 23 guys, and they put 5 guys in within about 5 seconds of each other, and ahead of our 3rd runner. And so that really hurt our scoring there. But it's just, the fact is they're just a really deep team. So we're starting to move up, and I think our younger guys will move up as well.
A little different scenario this week with the meet in Bozeman. You're going to be up against some D1 competition and one other D2 school. Talk about this week and the race.
Yeah, this week we want to go in a little more rested. We really hadn't rested up too much for the first two meets, and yeah, this week will be really tough. There'll be 14 schools competing there, mostly Division One, a lot from the the Mountain West, Idaho State, Weber State, Utah, University of Wyoming, North Dakota, and of course Montana and Montana State. So it'll be a really tough meet, and it's probably comparable to running in the GNAC or the West region. So it'll give our runners a good some good experience there, and hopefully our top guys can have a good showing and kind of keep up where they're at.
And expanding on that, talk about using this competition in preparation for the GNAC.
Yeah, this will be real similar to running in the GNAC. I mean, our conference is really tough. This will be a tough competitive meet. There'll be one other Division II school there, Colorado State Pueblo's coming up. So we just have to get our top 5 to kind of watch each other out there and run as a pack, and they don't have to do anything superhuman or anything like that, but they just have to they can finish close together and fairly far up. I think we'll do okay. There's a few, I think there's some D1 schools we can run with. I think we can run with the University of Montana fairly close. I'm not sure how strong Montana State is. I know some years we run really well against Idaho State. So we can mix it up with those D1 schools. I think the advantage they have over us is they're a little deeper, with their top 7. But I think our top guys can run with some of the top runners in there as well.